Thank you for watching a new video. If you're not already, please subscribe to my channel for more videos about pop culture, TV shows, movies, video games and even celebrities. And make sure to click on that bell for the quickest updates. Now let's get started. We all know that feeling. You have a great idea, or in this case a great joke, and you feel like this joke is so good that you, maybe unconsciously, feel the need to tell it more than once.
How about you? It might be your first blowjob.
Yeah, of course.
How long did it take for the guy to come? Did you hear that? I said, you remember your first blowjob? He said, yeah. I said, how long did it take for the guy to come?
If you're not so familiar with this, you're probably not Seth MacFarlane, creator of Family Guy and American Dad, two of today's most popular animated comedies on TV. In the past, MacFarlane has also been accused of stealing the idea of his show Family Guy from that other very popular animated TV show, The Simpsons.
Simpsons did it! Simpsons did it!
You may agree or disagree with that one, but not even his own shows seem to be safe from his, let's call them, similarities in creative thinking. Between his animated comedy shows Family Guy, American Dad and The Cleveland Show, several episodes have been following somewhat the same premise and plot points, some more obvious than the other. But their resemblance, knowing the shows have the same creator, will make you question the show creator's creativity, or at least the lack of it. Here are 10 times Seth MacFarlane stole from his own shows. Number 10. Survival of the Fittest. In the 2007 American Dad episode Vacation Goo, the Smiths take their first real family vacation after finding out that all their former family vacations were just simulations that Stan inflicted upon the rest of the family.
Roger, what's going on?
Along with a super hot cruise activities director who has a very weird obsession towards Steve, the Smiths end up stranded on an island where they are hunted by a group of men who hunt for sport. After a long chase, the family hides out in a cave where they accidentally lock themselves in and kill Steve's meant-to-be first. To make it all worse for Steve, they end up having to eat the girl's body in order to survive the night.
Hey, weren't there 5 of you?
Well, nothing bonds a family like a dark, horrible secret.
In the 2012 Family Guy episode Into Fat Ed, the Griffins take a family vacation to Nepal and climb Mount Everest. After reaching the top, the Griffins go back down the mountain but find themselves stuck on the mountain in a massive storm. Eventually they run into the frozen dead body of Ben Fisher, son of Lois's ex-boyfriend. The family then, you guessed it, eats him in order to survive the storm. Only it doesn't take the Griffins as long as the Smiths to come to that decision.
Oh, I thought we decided. I'm sorry.
Number 9. Bi-Curious Georges. These days homosexuality is no rarity, nor is it a taboo in most comedy shows. The subject is actually joked about quite a lot, and Will and Grace showed us it can be even the whole premise of a show.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a war.
But in this case, both Family Guy and American Dad have had an episode devoted to their main character becoming a little bi-curious, and in Peter's case, probably something a little bit more than that.
You guys!
In the 2006 American Dad episode Lincoln Lover, Stan puts up a play about President Lincoln and his special relationship with his bodyguard. The play becomes extremely popular for reasons that go way over Stan's head, and the gay community invites Stan into their circle. Blinded by their praise, Stan adopts the lifestyle and eventually tries to have sex with his next door neighbor Terry, only to realize halfway through that he in fact is not homosexual and calls it quits. In the 2009 Family Guy episode Family Gay, a similar situation unfolds when Peter is given the gay gene for a medical experiment.
Right.
Peter soon finds himself taking over the lifestyle and eventually leaves his wife Lois to be with his lover Scott. Eventually the gene wears off and Peter never really comes to any realization, and the whole family is just acting as if the whole thing never happened. Number 8. Sore Roasters. Macfarlane, no stranger to the concept of the roast, having been the roast master of 2 Comedy Central roasts, has also incorporated the concept into both of his shows. American Dad's 2010 episode Great Space Roasters has Roger asking the Smiths to throw him a roast for his birthday in his honor. After the family takes their best shots at him, Roger takes the stance and lets the family know how he feels about everything that has been said about him.
Hurtful things.
Are you serious?
Does it look like I'm not serious?
Roger, this is what you asked for.
After this, Roger comes up with an elaborate plan to get back at the family and get even with them. In Family Guy's 2015's episode Roasted Guy, Peter asks his friend to roast him after he had seen one on TV. All of Cohoc's most prominent side characters take their shots at Peter, and in the end, you guessed it, Peter feels humiliated and runs off stage. Even when you put the clips next to each other, the scenes seem very similar.
You stay away from me, Francine. All of you stay away from me. And die. None of you bastards are my friends no more.
The outcome in this episode is a little bit different, as Peter is not out on revenge but rather chooses to stop hanging out with his friends. Next to Roger, even Peter Griffin seems like the world's most grounded.
Are you gonna kill us now?
That'd be too easy. No, you have to feel the same pain I felt that night.
Number 4. Father-son team bonding. The American Dad episode The Wrestler and the Cleveland show Field of Streams episode follow a common theme where both fathers go back to their high school where they relive their glory days as a varsity athlete. Stan as a wrestler holding the record of the most won matches in a row, and Cleveland as a baseball legend with his jersey number 9 being retired from the field. Both fathers revived the school's program, set up a team, coached the team, and eventually recruit their own sons to play in their teams, only to find out that their sons do not have the same athleticism they had and actually are quite bad at sports. Number 6. Parental Advisory. In the 2005 American Dad episode A Smith in Hand, Stan tries to take over the United States TV broadcasting network. He's eventually permitted to take over the broadcasting of his hometown Langley Falls, where he makes his own censored and quite propaganda-like TV shows that learn children not to play with themselves and not to think about sex altogether. Good luck with that, Stan.
Lava, acid, and your crotch. These are things you must not touch.
The Family Guy episode of the same year follows the somewhat same premise, with Peter making his own broadcasting channel, only for the complete opposite reasons as Stan, to make as much uncensored content as he possibly could and can.
Look at that side boob. Check out this side boob. How about that side boob?
We're gonna rush down to the next examples with number 5.
Dance for me. Dance like
Cultural
Bill Cosby in
clash.
opening credits. Yes, good. More mugging. Take more credit.
Not how I pictured my first time. Now I know how Brenda Walsh felt on prom night.
What is this you speak of?
Number 4. Wandering Hands.
Yeah, it's great, doing a show with your family. Because what guy doesn't want to go to his office and have his family there? And then you go home after work and catch up with the family. And then
Nicholas Vanderbilt, the actor who plays Stan Smith.
And I'm Kate Fagan, aka Haley.
We've had some fun tonight suggesting drunken people are less likely to be injured in falls and crashes.
2. Carpet Nights. Number 1. Democracy Has Arrived. The episode Stand of Arabia 2, from the first season of American Dad and Family Guy's Saving Private Ryan share a segment that's the best example of telling the same joke twice as far as this video will go. Opnieuw. In the American Dad episode, the entire Smith family is just about to be stoned to death in Saudi Arabia. But just before that happens, the US military comes to save the day by successfully enforcing democracy into the country of Saudi Arabia. The Family Guy episode also jokes about this. In the Family Guy episode, Stewie and Brian are enlisted and sent to Afghanistan. After trying to get discharged by shooting themselves in the foot, the war is declared over after democracy kicked in. Putting the clips next to each other and you see the same concept in the two different countries. Well, there you have it, 10 times that Seth MacFarlane stole from his own TV shows. I know I probably missed out on a few of these, so if I did, please point them out in the comment section and a part 2 will be coming your way. So what did you guys think of all this?
So we're just like never gonna talk about this again?
That's right, sweetie.
And are you more of a family man or do you root for the Smiths?
Welcome to the Smith house.
Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for weekly videos on pop culture.